From the 1011 Now streaming studio, this is The Night Beat.
Sponsored by Pella Windows and Doors of Lincoln.
Yet another chapter in the state's medical marijuana saga. A formal complaint is being filed against the Medical Cannabis Commission. Earlier this week, 2 commissioners resigned after Governor Jim Pillen asked them to step down. During the commission's final September meeting, it became clear the October 1st deadline to issue cultivator licenses would be missed. 2 days into the month, licenses still haven't been granted, prompting State Senator John Kavanaugh to file that complaint. Kavanaugh says the commission is failing to meet statutory deadlines and breaching its duty. He adds emergency regulations don't exempt the commission from following the law. He warned missing deadlines creates legal risks and asked the General Affairs Committee to hold a hearing. Now, a Lincoln man is in custody after police say he kidnapped and severely beat a 37-year-old woman. Authorities initially thought the victim had died, but she was found alive but unconscious in the back seat of a vehicle with 37-year-old Dominic Williams. 1011's Brandon Muting joins us now live from the area where it all went down. Brandon.
Danielle, I'm at 35th and Calvert. It's about the location where Lincoln police pulled over Williams and found the victim. EMS crews transported the victim with serious injuries, and Williams was placed into custody. Here's what we know about the situation so far. Authorities were alerted to a text message showing a photo of the victim claiming that she had been killed Wednesday morning. Authorities then began searching not only for the victim, but 2 of her relatives. That investigation initially led to North 1st and Adams, where Williams was spotted leaving in a vehicle. Before noon, police stopped him and found the victim alive. LPD says it was critical to get the victim to the hospital quickly.
The information we had leading up to this was we definitely had concerns for her safety and her life status, and that was confirmed when we did locate her. So we certainly believe that it was very critical in nature to get her to the hospital quickly.
About 2 hours later, a SWAT team searched 2 homes for the relatives, both of whom were found safe. LPD says they believe this incident stems from an ongoing dispute between 2 groups, but do not think it was domestic violence or gang-related. Police are asking anyone with information to call their non-emergency hotline. In Danielle, these events did prompt Lincoln North Star High School to go into secure status, but LPD did say that was purely a safety measure. Reporting live in Lincoln, Brandon Muting, 1011 News.
Thank you for your continuous coverage on this matter. And the University of Nebraska-Lincoln is on alert after police say a man may have been stalking someone on campus. Yesterday morning, an officer spotted a suspicious person near a residence hall. After speaking with people inside, police learned the man was not affiliated with the university. Authorities say his behavior toward a student met the criteria for stalking. He is described as a medium-complexioned man in his mid-30s, bald with no facial hair, last seen wearing a black shirt, dress pants, and glasses. Anyone with information is asked to contact police. Now, a story we've been following for years now is coming to a close today. Rachel Pogler, the woman who hid the body of Carly Schaaf, has learned how long she will spend behind bars for her role in the crime. The 29-year-old was sentenced today in Lancaster County District Court on 2 counts, receiving 5 years in prison. Now, you may remember late last month, she was also sentenced on separate federal gun charges stemming from the investigation into Schaaf's death. We've been following Carly Schaaf's case since 2021. You can read a full recap of the events on our 1011 Now app. Turning now to the weather, we are on track to hit our average temperature for this time of year, but it'll take a few more hours. Meteorologist Brandon Rector joins us now. And Brandon, what time will we finally see temperatures that feel more like normal?
Well, Danielle, it may not be until late this evening before we have our temperatures around what we typically average for an afternoon high this time of the year. We are about 10 degrees still above average in many locations at this hour. In some locations, even 15 degrees above average for this time of the year. We are in the low to mid 80s across much of the area. 86 for Lincoln, 84 in Grand Island, 82 in North Platte and Broken Bow. It is 88 in Tacoma. Our dew points are in the upper 30s to low 40s in the Panhandle, but notice in the east, upper 50s to low 60s, including Lincoln at 60. So maybe, just maybe where it's in the low 60s, it's starting to feel just a bit muggy at this time. But otherwise, it feels comfortable for the most part. Winds south at about 5 to 10 miles per hour, up to 15 in a few spots. And I think we'll be around 5 to 10 miles per hour for the majority of this evening. Our wind gusts are pretty much done, it looks like, at this time. Just a few spots with some higher gusts. Our satellite radar picture is quiet, should remain that way as we go through the evening. Maybe a few clouds popping up here and there in eastern Nebraska, maybe towards the northwest between now and midnight. Temperatures at 10 look to be in the mid 60s to low 70s. And in Lincoln, we're in the low 70s at 10. Our average high for today's date is 74. So we might not be back to that number till almost 10 o'clock for tonight. And there's a look at our high temperatures for tomorrow. We're in the mid 80s to low 90s. It is going to be a hot and breezy day on Friday. We start to cool things down this weekend and really cool down as we head into next week.
Thank you, Brandon. Now we're following two similar developing stories this afternoon, both involving collisions between trains and semi-trucks. The first happened just before noon southeast of Syracuse near the Frontier Cooperative. Details are limited, but Union Pacific confirms that 2 grain cars derailed. Cleanup has begun and no one was injured. But hours earlier, around 5:30 this morning, another train semi-collision occurred just west of Grand Island. In this case, the train was parked on the tracks when the semi-driver hit it along West Husker Highway, derailing 2 cars. No one on the train was hurt, but the truck driver suffered minor injuries. The Hall County Sheriff's Office notes the crossing lacks warning lights or signals. In other news, the city of Lincoln is getting a major boost to its fire and rescue force thanks to a multi-million-dollar federal grant. 1011's Darsha Dodge was at today's press conference and joins us now to break down the details. Darsha?
That's right, Danielle. Lincoln Fire and Rescue has been awarded a $2.3 million SAFER grant, which stands for Staffing for Adequate Fire and Emergency Response. The funding will bring 9 new firefighters on board next spring, with crews expected to be in service by summer of 2026. Fire Chief Dave Angler says the positions are critical to keep response levels safe and to cut back on overtime. Data obtained by 1011 shows LFR paid out more than $6 million in overtime last year, including more than $150,000 to a single employee.
Overtime is good because it produces reduced costs to the community, right? So we're always evaluating, and that's when we started to look at the overtime and we said, you know, now is a good time that we hire additional personnel.
This is the second time LFR has received a SAFER grant. The first in 2023 allowed the department to hire 18 new firefighters.
You've been listening to The Night Beat.
Sponsored by Pella Windows and Doors of Lincoln.
Watch, listen, and stream on the 1011 app on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts.